Good morning everyone, on what is a little bit of a wet Monday, but hopefully as the weather gets a little bit warmer, the sun will start to shine a bit more too. Now over the weekend, I was watching a bit of football and I happened to stumble across the FA Cup final. And for those of you who's Chelsea fans, I'm sorry, but it was a great game. And actually Chelsea were quite unlucky not to score at the very end. But that got me thinking about the story of Leicester City. Because for those of you that don't really follow football, Leicester City have never really been a very big club. And a few years ago, they managed to surprise everybody by winning the Premiership. And as a result of that, they've gone from strength to strength. Now they've also gone through a few managers as well. But as each manager has come and gone, the team has in effect got stronger and stronger and stronger. And on Saturday, they won the FA Cup for the very first time. Now the FA Cup's been competed over for about 120 years. So that's a pretty big achievement for it to be the first time ever a team has won. And each person that spoke afterwards spoke about the teamwork and the support that they'd had from everybody in the club. From those people who were on the pitch, to those people who helped run the club outside, to the people who sought all their kit out. Everybody was part of that success. And a school is a bit like that. A school is the sort of place where everybody has their place. So this week, what I want you to think about is what contribution you can make to help make this school a better place. It's already a fantastic place. It's already an amazing place to be. But I want you to think about what you can do to make it an even better place. And to give you some inspiration, I want you to think about one of the players of Leicester City, a man called Jamie Vardy. Now Jamie Vardy was playing for Leicester when Leicester were a very lowly club. In fact, he was bought from a club in what is now League Two, the lowest professional division. And he worked his way through, and he worked hard, and he tried hard, and he never gave up, and he never gave up hope that his team would become one of the best in the country. And what's really interesting about that is that Jamie Vardy then wrote an autobiography where he talks about his time in school. And I'm going to read you a little bit of an excerpt from it, because it shows that if you work hard and try hard and do the very best you can and contribute to your school, then you never know what might happen. This is it. At Malin Bridge Primary School, I'd sit in the classroom staring out of the window in between watching the hands on the clock go around, hoping and praying for a break time so that I could get out into the yard and have a kickabout with my friends. Only one thing interested me at school other than football, and that was Mr. Pemberton's maths lessons. With every other subject, I went through the motions, thinking far more about Wednesday's next game or the goal I was going to score in the playground. But when Mr. Pemberton stood in front of the class, he had my undivided attention for as long as he wanted. That's because he was a brilliant teacher. He even had some sweets named after him in the local newsagents, and maths was my favourite subject by a mile. In fact, outside of football, Mr. Pemberton's times table tests at junior school were the highlight of my week. He used to draw a clock on the board with the numbers 1 to 12, and then he put up a number in the middle, and each person would then take it in turns to stand at the front, where the pressure was on. Mr. Pemberton would say, "Right, 30 seconds starting now," and he would point his ruler at one of the numbers on the clock, and you had to multiply it by the number in the middle. I absolutely loved it, and I was really good at it. So if Jamie Vardy tried hard at school, worked hard at school, did what he could, preferred to play football, but when I was 11, that's what all I wanted to do as well. If he was prepared to do that, and he's managed to become not only a footballer that plays for Leicester, but a footballer who's managed to play for England. And what can you achieve if you put your mind to it? So this week, what contribution can you make to making this school even better? And how much can you enjoy your learning? Have a great week, everyone. Take care.